Hello, 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 Sage fam. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today, let's check in with the universe and see what we need to hear today. Now keep in mind that this is a timeless general reading, so it's important to allow the message to resonate as it's meant to. Also keep in mind that this energy could be from the past, the present, or something yet to come. Let it fit how it's meant to. All right, so let's dive in and see what the universe wants to share with us today. Universe, so what do you want to talk about today? What do we need to know? Ooh, 5 of Swords. So you are definitely going through some sort of conflict. In this tarot deck, that's the card of cruelty. What about this, universe? Cruelty, huh? A higher view. 41, that's 5, change. So 5 of Swords. You have maybe surrendered to some sort of cruelty. You have been bullied, you've been held back, you've been bound. This could be physical, dealing with some sort of drama. But it's definitely coming through in a very deep way as cruelty. I just heard draw another card. So let's do that. Go with these. What about this? What do we need to know specifically about this cruelty? Echoes of innocence. This is coming from your childhood. This is likely coming from your childhood. You might be going through the dark night of the soul. You might be doing shadow work. You might be doing inner child work, or the guidance is to do those things. Wow, there is a lot here. So we've got the 5 of Swords, and you can see the woman tied to the tree. One arm is bound above her, and the other arm, she's gripping the trunk, right? So she's holding on with the other arm, but the other arm is bound, but not both arms are bound. So really, think about what that is saying. Think about what that means. You're stuck, right? You are bound, one arm bound. Yes, you are stuck in a way. But you also have one arm free, holding onto that tree, right? So you could use that hand to try to release yourself. But what this is showing me is that by you holding onto that tree, however it applies to your life, is like, the way I'm being shown this, like your safety net, your anchor. There's something about like, this is stable, this is, a foundation, but you're still bound. So, but what I'm seeing here is you're not powerless. So this tells me that you are consciously, or maybe not even consciously, clinging to something that feels stable, that foundation, the comfort zone, the way this is coming through. Even if this thing, whatever this is keeping you bound, keeping you stuck, keeping you in a version of yourself, the way this is coming through, that is basically outdated. You're changing, you're transforming, you're learning new things, you're seeing the world in a new light, whatever that is for you. And that has kept you bound, but you could easily untie yourself. But it's your comfort zone, however that applies. I'm seeing this in a lot of different ways. This is not judgment. This is just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that, for some of you, this is a toxic relationship. And unfortunately, the reason that I feel like you're staying is it's like you feel like you owe them your loyalty. It's like you're bound by like obligation, expectation. You could release yourself. You could leave the relationship, but you don't. For whatever reason, that's keeping you holding on to the tree. I'm also seeing this like as a job, but like a job that like sucks the life out of you. This is coming through like a soulless job, a job you hate, literally hate. Yes, that's a strong word, but you really feel that way. It's deep, right? You don't like it. Maybe you were forced into this occupation by your family, because that's coming through for someone. So you're like stuck, you're bound, but you could change careers, but you can't for whatever reason. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's the investment of time and money you've taken to get the degree that would take to get the job. Or maybe it's like the paycheck that feels safe. You could leave the job. You could untie yourself, but you're holding on the way I see this. And for some of you, this is like an old belief about yourself. Like you used to believe one way, and now it's changing. It's like, yeah, like this is like an old belief. Like I'm not good enough. I'm not ready. I can't handle this change. But that's not true. You can. You just have to let go of the tree and untie yourself, is the way this is coming through. I hope all of this makes sense, but that's what's coming through. It's like, yeah, it's almost coming through like maybe you need to notice how you could release yourself from this thing that has kept you bound, whatever this specific thing is for you. And I feel like that's what the universe is saying by bringing this reading to you. It's like maybe take the other hand and untie yourself. And the guidance on how to do that is the very next card. See things from a different perspective. Look at things from a higher view. Look at things from an outside perspective, right? Because look at this card. It's stunning. It's like it's otherworldly the way I see this. You've got the figure with the owl in flight. Look at the colors, golden, radiant. It's like the universe speaking to you directly, saying, hey, rise above it. Look at it from a different point of view. Look at it from a different perspective. Step back and look at this from a panoramic view. And you will see that you can untie yourself from this thing that has kept you bound. The way I see this, this is like your higher perspective, because owls, right? They're symbolic. They see everything, the truth, the illusions, and like the hidden paths, the way I see this, like that you can't see when you're stuck in the weeds. It's like the bottom floor, the first floor of a building. What can you see? Well, you're only going to see floor level, or you could go up a few floors and see it from a higher perspective. And what are you going to see? Well, you're going to see more of the picture. That's what the universe is saying. Yeah, that's exactly like you're at ground level stuck in the weeds. Maybe you can't see how you can untie yourself. So the universe is saying, go up a few floors and look out the window again, and you will see it. So I feel like for whoever this is for, you've been praying, you've been talking to the universe, you've been working with your ancestors, you've been working with angels, you've been asking, how can I get out of this situation the best way possible, possibly without hurting everyone, right? Whatever it is for you. And the universe is saying, well, it's time to see things from a different perspective. You're going to have to get distance from this thing so that you can see it clearly, right? So there's a lot of questions you've got to ask yourself during this time and get real with yourself, because I really feel like there's like this anchor. And once you can see it, you'll be able to release it. And I really feel like the story, this issue, this situation, whatever that binding is for you, and whoever has bound you, basically, however that applies, the way it comes through the echoes of innocence, it's like this one hits hard. I mean, because look at the imagery: an abandoned playground, the slide, the swings, they're forgotten, overgrown with weeds. Think about what this is saying. You're stuck in the weeds. You got to see things clear. You're going to have to get distance. The teddy bear is a big deal. Left behind energy, forgotten, lonely. It's the ghost of the past. When I made this card, that's what I was feeling. It's all that stuff we leave in the past. It's that part of our childhood, that inner innocence that gets abandoned, that gets damaged, that gets left behind, whatever it is for you, however it applies. So you're bound because of something you've been carrying for a very, very long time, very likely connected to your childhood. This could be connected to a maternal figure. When you look at the Five of Swords, it doesn't have to be, but it could be. I just heard older sister. So that is going to be, I just heard Taurus. Older sister and Taurus came out back to back. I don't know if it's together. Take it if it's for you, but it's definitely a confirmation for someone. But yeah, the teddy bear, the ghost of the past, this pulls us straight into the nostalgia, right? That part of your childhood, your past, where something was lost, you experienced some sort of wound, right? And it's like the playground in this image is like the wound that you're still carrying. It's symbolic. You've lost your innocence. You've lost something that made you you, however that applies. Somebody could have made you feel small. Somebody could have made you feel like you are nothing, insignificant. Like somebody could have made you feel like you didn't deserve to have your dreams. You didn't deserve to be seen. You didn't deserve to have a childhood, play, dream, and just be. Because for someone, I feel like you were forced to grow up really fast. Oh, I just got chills. You might have had to take care of a parent. There's an addiction. I don't know. That's coming through for someone. Yeah. So it's like you had to walk away from something that made you. There's like a joy that was removed from you, like some sort of creativity that was removed from you, some sort of safety where you felt safe was taken from you. Ugh. And you've been bound to it. Somehow, some way, it's keeping you stuck. And the universe is saying, I don't want to see you like this anymore. I want you to be free. I want you to realize that you can heal. You can see this clearly, and you can be different than what you have been going through this whole time. Yeah, you were forced to grow up. It just keeps coming through. However that applies, and I am getting a lot of imagery. This is your time to heal. This is your time to rediscover. This is the time to let go. So yeah, these cards together, wow. These cards together, boy, they tell a really big story here. Like the tree that you're tied to. It's connected, the way I am seeing this, to this playground. These old echoes of feeling harmed, unsafe, abandoned, overlooked. Oh my goodness, overlooked is coming through really strong. Like you just didn't matter. You didn't exist. And it's like you're stuck in this loop, the way I am seeing this. And the owl is here to show you, oh my goodness, that healing isn't ignoring your past. This card is showing you that healing is about rising above it, reclaiming your power if it was stolen from you, however that applies. The universe is saying, let's heal. Let's rise above it, and let's reclaim the power that was stolen. I feel like, as hard as this is going to be, like I really feel like, however it applies, it's time to walk back into that playground. Go back into your memories. and take your time. Be gentle with yourself because this may be extremely painful. Oh. But the universe wants you to be free and to realize that you can be free. You deserve to be free and you deserve to be healed and to live. So I really feel like the universe is saying to you in this reading, it's time, no matter how hard it is, to go back into the playground. Maybe hug your inner child, but pick up that teddy bear because the teddy bear is key. That's your lost innocence, your lost joy, your lost creativity. Whatever it is for you, your lost innocence that was ripped away from you. And it's time to pick up that teddy bear and take it with you as you move forward so that you take your power back. Whoever hurt you, however it applies, they no longer have power over you. Whoa. I'm seeing the scene. Oh, I'm getting chills from head to toe. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing the scene from Labyrinth where Sarah realizes that he has no power over her. Oh my goodness. I'm getting unbelievable chills. And she says, when she realizes, and everything falls away, the illusion, the pain, all of it falls away. You have no power over me. So the universe is saying, say it, affirm it, know it, feel it. Whatever that is for you, whoever did that to you, however it applies, take it back now. You have no power over me. That power is mine. So pick up the teddy bear and take it with you. Wow. And you will see things from a different point of view, from a different perspective. And that's what the universe is asking from you because that's what the universe wants for you, to be free. I'm getting a lot of astrology here, like a lot of astrological signs are coming through right now. So I'm just going to talk about it because it might be related to you. You could be the sign I'm talking about, or the person who did this to you could be the sign, but I'm just going to bring it up. So for whoever it's for, you'll get your confirmation. The woman in the white dress bound to the tree. I am seeing Pisces. Really strong Pisces energy. I just heard Venus in Pisces. Whoa. So that's going to be specific for someone. So Pisces is coming through really strong in that energy. Sun, moon, rising Venus, however it applies, you, them, that could be for you. I'm getting a lot of Taurus energy when it comes to the tree in the Five of Swords. So I feel like the person who could have bound you, who could have done this to you, however it applies, they could be a Taurus or have very strong Taurus placements. And I'm getting Sagittarius energy when I look at that owl. Could be Sagittarius season because I just heard it. Time frame, Sagittarius season. Or you could be a Sagittarius, or the other person could be a Sagittarius. I heard 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Now I'm seeing the symbols for Cancer and Capricorn. I don't know if they apply differently than the other astrological signs that I've seen, or this has to do with the 5 weeks. 41 reduces to 5. 5 is, change, transformation. 5 weeks. Yeah, I just heard childhood wounds. Childhood wounds. I don't know how all this applies, but maybe you're going to start working on this, or you're going to start overcoming this, or you're going to realize how you were bound to your childhood wounds. I just heard suppressed joy. Suppressed joy. So maybe in 5 weeks, you're going to rekindle some sort of joy that was taken from you. I don't know. But 5 weeks. I really feel like change is happening right now. You might even start noticing it, or you might be noticing it already, but in 5 weeks, it's like the real change is going to occur. I'm not sure, but take note, if this reading is resonating, Definitely take note of 5 weeks because it is coming through very strong. So I feel like if this reading is resonating, the universe is very clear. You've been holding on to the past, however that applies. And the universe is asking you to see the truth, look at things from a different perspective, because you're not as stuck or as unhealed as you think. I really feel like that's the key here, to see and to know that you have the power to untie yourself, to reclaim the parts of you that got left behind in that forgotten playground, however that applies. And the universe is saying you have the power to rise above all of it. So I really feel like it's time to start getting real with yourself and ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, like, what have I been afraid to let go of, right? Or what parts of me, my joy, my creativity, my confidence, do I need to pick back up and carry forward? You know, what has been taken from you? What do you need to get back? I feel like there's a hole in your soul from this wound, and it's time to heal it and fill it in with love, joy, tenderness. And it's going to be hard. Like, I feel this fear of going into those memories. I feel this pain of having to relive these stories. Healing is scary. It's scary. It's hard. It's so hard, especially when it's really bad stuff that you've got to work through. But staying stuck, staying bound, that's scarier. That's scarier because that tree is your prison. And I just heard the song, the lyrics to My Own Prison by Creed. So yeah, that tree is your prison. It's your own prison. Let it go. Release yourself. Because that tree doesn't have to be your prison the way this is coming through. That tree, once you let go, once you unbind whatever that is, however it applies, that's your launching pad. Wow. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you release and you launch, you fly, you are on that owl, you are flying high. So the way I see this, the owl isn't just clarity. It's literally freedom. This is your freedom. This is your launching pad. Oh my gosh. To freedom. And the teddy bear is your reminder that you are worthy of joy. You are worthy of laughter. You are worthy of safety. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of loyalty. No matter what has happened, no matter what you have been through, you are deserving of it. And the universe wants to remind you of that, because I feel like for some of you, that's what's been taken. That you weren't worthy, you weren't good enough, but you are. And you're ready for this. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you are ready for this. It's time to take back your power, to untie yourself. And the way I see this with that owl, let the winds of change carry you where you're meant to be. So untie yourself, release the anchor, and heal. That is what the universe is asking from you, of you, in this reading. So that's all I got for you today, my amazing Sage fam. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me for this reading. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and join the channel. Oh, and don't forget to share the love by sharing this reading with your friends. And make sure you got your notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of my future readings. Stay blessed, stay fierce, and I can't wait to see you in the next reading.